Just wanted to add a little bit to my video about punishments and rewards, because after I recorded the video I was thinking, well, actually there are ways that you can encourage your child and support your child in getting things done. And the one that I've observed to most commonly work is by doing stuff with them, by leading by example. So for example, if you want your kid to tidy their room, offer to do it with them, or break it down into small chunks. So instead of saying, I want you to tidy your bedroom, you can go in there with them and say, let's do this together. You can say, tell you what, why don't you pick up all the socks off the floor and put them in the dirty linen bin? Put all the marbles in that tub. So very explicit, clear instructions, one at a time. Don't give any more until they finish the one that they're doing. Sometimes, having said that you should only give one at a time, sometimes you can give two and give a choice. So say, would you like to clean the marbles or the clothes first? Okay, what I'd like you to do is put all of those socks in the dirty linen bin, and then I'll give you the next task. They do that task, and then you say, I'd like you to put all of these clean clothes in the wardrobe. Sometimes even that is too generic, so it can be, I'd like you to put these t-shirts on that shelf. I'd like you to put these trousers on that shelf. So you really do have to break it down into tiny little tasks one at a time. Occasionally give choice between just two options. More than two can overwhelm. So this is about breaking down a big task into something small. So for example, if it's homework, you open the homework book and you say, okay, which would you like to do first? They may not know. So in that case, you take the pressure off and you say, right, I'm going to put this one piece of paper in front of you. Would you like to choose what colour pen you're going to do it with? And then they do that one sheet of paper, and then you put it away into the homework folder, and you get the next thing out, and you say, right, let's do this. And if they've had enough, then you take a break. You don't say it's what I was saying before during lockdown, where I wanted to just get the job all done in one go, but actually that didn't work for my children. They needed to do, or one child it worked for, the other one wanted to do 2 minutes, have a break, 2 minutes, have a break. And for me that was a painfully annoying and slow way of doing it, but it worked for him. And so I had to let go of my own ego and my own desire to have things done my way in that moment. So chunking into tiny little tasks, one at a time, can help, because tidy your bedroom or do your homework isn't just a single instruction. It's, for example, with the homework, find a pen, find your homework, read the instructions, decide what you're doing first. This is a lot of decisions. So if you can make things simpler and easier by breaking things into tiny chunks, then do that. Body doubling is something that you might have heard about with regards to ADHD. For some reason, completely, to me, I haven't really researched it, so it's fairly inexplicable to me. But I find it a lot easier to really get into a task if someone else is doing it with me, or even if someone else is just in the room with me. So for example, when I was studying at uni, I would often do it with a friend. And we'd be sitting in the same room together, not talking, but just her presence there helped me to concentrate and get on with my work. So I would be doing another activity that wasn't distracting when she was working, and she would do the same for me. Rather oddly, and I have said this before in my video on revision tips and revision techniques, having lots of snacks and lots of breaks really helped for me. The other thing was I often used to stand on my head in between doing short bursts of homework, of revision, because I found that having movement in between the activities actually enabled me to focus a lot better. Knowing that I was going to move in 5 minutes also helped. So there's body doubling, chunking into small activities, taking away the overwhelm of having a task being too complex, and taking lots of breaks. Those things can all help if you want to help someone to get a task done. So I hope that's helpful, just to provide a few little extra tips. And I do refer you back to my video on revision techniques if your child is needing to study. Some of these techniques could be applied to other tasks as well, so it's definitely worth watching if you're trying to support your child or your partner in getting stuff done. Take care.